Hello everyone and welcome back to Chaosville, here with your resident master of horror, lying in Bedmont. So, last time, we got our dragon egg set up, and we got all of our familiars. Where did I leave them? Let's see, we're going to need Voodoo. Some of you suggested that I rename him Kosek, the god of darkness. But, I like Voodoo. Also, I'm not that huge of a fan of Welcome to Night Vale, so meh. But anyways, while I was out, this is the first thing we really want to do quickly. I got a few tag locks of bunts, and I figured out what those characters were. So let me see. Brew of the Grotesque, and where's my book? There it is. Oh, something I've learned: if you're doing this, be careful when you try to sort a chest that has these kind of things in, because it occasionally crashes your client. So, the brew of, well, the insanity, we've got these two characters. That bottom one is sugar, the top one is poisonous potato, and the curse of misfortune is fermented spider eye and gunpowder. But we also need curse of the horned, well, exhale of the horned one. There it is. Okay, and what was that? Ah, yes, we got the other ingredients here. So it's all of these at 2,000 power, which we already have. So let's see, need to perform in a storm, which we can conjure quite happily. And I really want to get this done quickly, just in case Bunsable logs off. So let's see. Wooden sword. Is it a sword? I think it's a sword. I can only presume that's why I put a sword there. I remember it being a sword because I tried to use that one. Right. And it's a bit of... It's either wood ash or quicklime, and I'm about to find out which either way. And back up. We've probably still got time to see this come down outside, actually. Yep. It's a-raining. So, how much power did that use, and will this be up to power soon enough? I think so. And there's 3 people in bed. Oh, there's 3 people on the server right now, so we shouldn't have to worry about bunts hopping into bed. So, Voodoo, you're about to use your magic so that we can curse bunts with monster visions. Unknown right. Why so? Poisonous potato, sugar. Poisonous potato. Oh, because it needs to be the infernal version. Okay, that's fine by me. Come, Voodoo, come. We must do the magics. A little faster, please. Okay, sit. Good. Good, Voodoo, good. And I'm kind of turning this particular room into a place where I can do a bunch of stuff, and that looks like... Oh, missing the tag lock. There we go. So, bunts, if you have some troubles with your eyesight, come and see me. Ah, that's glorious. So if we see bunts panicking in the chat soon enough, we know why. But our main thing today is touching on automating the kettle, and so potentially making some Obsidian TNT for downstairs. So, the way that you automate the kettle is you shove the items in and you include the bottles that you are planning to suck out. And then it has this nice little graphic where it shows them inside the kettle and then it gets pulled out. So here is a sort of nice in-the-wall AE system that I'm using. I had to move around the water a bit, but you can cover that with a facade if you like. So we've got an ME drive to hold all the ingredients, we've got the ME interface. Remember, if you stick patterns inside of processing, then it will actually be able to recognize that it can make these things, and show up as crafting inside there. And I've just run some wire underneath here, so that if I need to, I can cut power to this one and not that one and all sorts. And because of how it's pointed out, this one will quite happily get power first, so... This is a secondary system that we don't need to worry about. And then the item duct there, which is ludicrously annoying to make, pulls all of the completed potions and brews out, and shoves them into the ME interface, which also serves as an input system. Perfect. Okay, I think Bunce may have noticed something. So, let us see what kind of brews we have. Brew space. There we go. So, there's Brews of Infection, Brews of Bodega, Cursed Leaping, Frog's Tongue. The Depths would be an interesting one to put together. Brew of Frost, maybe? I think I've tried some of those. Brew of Love would be interesting. That's used for basically mass breeding. Brew of the Grotesque. I'd like to keep my bonus from Spuds on that one. Brew of Racing. You can get a bonus from Necromantic Robes doing that, so I'm not going to decant that myself. Brew of Erosion. So that is Belladonna Flower, Regular Flower, Magma Cream, which we can get from Harvesting Demons, Quicklime, and 2 Oil of Vitriol. So let us grab those ingredients. So, let's see, Belladonna and Regular Flower. And Oils of Vitriol. I think I had a few of those. Where are they? There they are. Let's just put one of those back, because I'm only going to be able to only have to craft one of these. And let me see, it was a Quicklime and Flower and Magma Cream. Okay, Magma Cream and Yellow Flower. Oh, actually, I don't have that many of those. And then, of course, we're going to need our bottles, and I'll grab Spuds, because it'd be nice to have as many of these as we can, whether or not we actually need all of them. Bunce is kind of annoyed already, because I have... Well, he's been using solar power at one of his installations, so he's been getting a little bit miffed that every time he tries to get some useful power, it has the slight problem that, well, he can't because it's night already. So the Brew of Erosion is basically splash acid. It wrecks metal armor and it also eats through blocks. So Belladonna Flower, let me get this assembled so that I don't forget anything. So Belladonna Flower, Regular Flower, Magma Cream, and then the Quicklime. And put those on my bar. So that is the recipe. And that is the output. So let's grab Spuds. Here boy, here boy. There you are. Bottled frog. Okay. Noisy as he may be. Okay. Actually, this is a really annoying thing to build around, especially when it's got water in it, because it will eat anything, regardless of whether or not it's actually an ingredient. So, Vitriol, Belladonna, Vitriol, Flour. That is Quicklime, right? I'm not reading that right. Yes, that's Quicklime. Quicklime, Magma Cream, Burnt Green. There's no bonuses, but that's fine, because we kind of need these. So, over here, I then have the pattern encoder. Now, this is the thing that you stick your blank patterns in, fairly cheap to make, more or less, to create your different patterns. So, Quicklime, Magma Cream. It looks like our texture is a little bit off, but that's fine. Doop-a-doop. And then we also tell it that we want the 3 bottles. You can just stack these, but I'm just going to put them in there like that, because it looks neat and tidy. And we tell it what it makes. It makes 3 brew of erosion. So, encode, we get an encoded pattern for that. And then if we stick that over here, look in here, nothing. Look over here, stick that in there. So now it shows up, shows us what it crafts. And brew of erosion appears. So if I view craftable only, we can craft brew of erosion. Of course we can't right now because there's no ingredients in here for it. But if I chuck the ingredients in which case we need another oil of vitriol, I believe. 1, 2, 3, and yeah, another oil of vitriol. And then we can see this thing crafted automatically. That'd be fun, wouldn't it? So if I want to, the way this is set up is that if I want to brew something myself, like if I've got spuds out and stuff, and my witches have all sorts on, then I can brew it personally by chucking stuff into the kettle and taking it out myself. If I just want to craft something cheap and quickly, like the brew of erosion, then I can just do that automatically myself as well, by just clicking on it in here. So, brew of erosion, you can see the pots going in. And it doesn't seem to have... It's missed something? Has it missed something? The items don't seem to be pulling out, is my concern here. We did give it everything, right? Vitriol, belladonna. Things I can't really read. Magma cream, we definitely gave it. Did we give it magma cream? Everything's gone, I'm pretty sure we gave it magma cream. There should be another bottle in there, shouldn't there? Now I'm concerned. Okay, well let's put some more things in here, and hopefully it will sort itself out soon enough. And... what was the other thing that went into here? The yellow flowers. Of which I have one. I'm pretty sure I gave this all the ingredients it should need. Don't be looking at me. Or is it just not sucking it out? Is that the problem? I might have to tinker with this a little bit. Whoop. And we're out of power. So, that is going to have an interesting time getting things out. See, Bunce has the problem of it being... There we go, power's back. Bunce has the problem of everything being solar powered. I have the problem of everything being occasionally needing a kickstart. Okay, let us grab some more sand and make some more glass. And see if the problem is that it just doesn't have the materials to pull out yet. Because clearly something is messed up. But I don't know what. Because this works! And this worked when I made it in my test world, but again, many things seem to. So let me see, if I give you an export... Nope, doesn't seem to be caring about it. Right, well I'll just decant it myself then. So, let's grab Witch's hat and stuff. Okay, so, water bottles. Don't shake your head at me, McCoy. Okay, so review. Needs at least 2 of those. Let's sort these by number. Needs 1 of those, 1 of those, 1 of those, 1 of those, and 2 of those, so that should be in total 6 items. And then 3 of that, so maybe it is just the pattern. Or maybe the item ducts just can't do it. I am not certain. Punk. Can I knock you out, please? Apparently I can't. Apparently we're having some lag. I don't know what's going on. Pupe. Stick you there. Okay, so let's modify this and try to tell it instead of 3 separate bottles, just have 3 bottles. So let's see, pattern encoder. Okay. And can I tell it there? No, I can't apparently. Can I modify it? That looks right. 2 oil of vitriol, all that stuff, yes. It looked like it didn't put in all 3 bottles, was the weird thing. We know it has 3 now. So it should have all of the ingredients. Let's give it a shot again. It needs to be lit up. Fortunately, I still have this. Haven't made another portal to the Nether. I've mostly just been flying back over to Dave's via the cabin, so isn't that big of a concern for me. And if I tell you craft brew of erosion, then ingredients have gone in. It's turned green. I wonder if it's just that the item ducts can't pull it out. In which case we can fix that. Just a little bit. And that. And there's already a lever back there, so that's fine. just need to be careful that there isn't any water above where I'm punching stuff. Like that, for example. Okay, I need to get rid of this. And that's what I was afraid would happen. 'Cause it always does. Whenever I'm messing around with this thing, that always happens. There we go. Stop that. Okay, and there we go. Is that going to pull it out? It looks like it's being pulled out. I wonder if it has to go in a certain way. Well, I'll come back to this later. Like when I've actually gotten it to work, more or less. And then I will explain exactly what it was I was messing up. I need seeds, which I of course don't have because it broke. Wait, we didn't lose that much power in here. Is this actually holding the excess? No, it doesn't. Looked like it was for a second there. Alright. Spud, you have served your usefulness for now. Doop, doop, doop. Everything with dice on. And so you can go back in here with everybody else. But we have these brews of erosion, so let's go and check these out. Let's see, I need my key. Oh, it's night. Again, but not for very long, probably. Because I imagine Bunce wants to sleep. Going down. I love doing that. So, here we have a fairly pristine location. I need to get rid of that. I need to actually pick that up, because that might actually prove useful. So here is a reasonably intact wall. Not anymore. So as I say, it will eat through. It's considered a fairly expensive way to mine. But if we have our witch's robes and spud and stuff on, then we should be able to make a fair few of these, making it a nice little sort of deep, light chiseling kind of effect. Let's get back up here, and we can move on to the next thing that I want to try and use to clear this place out. Doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop. That last few seconds, because why not? Close. Okay, so the next thing that we can try and make requires the good old-fashioned TNT as an ingredient. So for that, we're going to need sand. If I can type. Okay, 36. Whole bunch of sand. Don't even really need to worry about it. And it requires this obsidian. Because we are making Obsidian TNT. Which I will use this for, because why wouldn't I? Give it a bunch of sand. Give it a bunch of gunpowder. Still just makes the one. Craft it all up. Gives us 9 pieces, which isn't much. There's a few other ways that I can get the stuff that we need. But for the moment, we kind of have to deal. And then, TNT, it's dynamite. Oh, we're lagging a little bit there, it seems. Add obsidian, and we get an Obsidian TNT. So, pull out those 3, and we have 3 pieces of Obsidian TNT. Now, this is much more powerful than your standard bit of TNT. It is able to destroy quite a few things, I believe, including obsidian. Not that I particularly want to find that one out first hand. So we're going to need something quickly as we can to actually detonate it, but I think we can settle for a lever. Let's see, grab that. And a hopper down. Okay, so the brew of erosion also destroys the blocks it hits, so we don't get those back. But that's not too big of a concern. And let's see, I don't really want to hit that thing, so let's go this way. Dig down a little bit. Oh, look, is that sulfur? Yellowite. Oh, this is used for reactors. And yeah, we are getting a bit of lag. I presume Nipty is trying to explore again. He's been trying to find where the oh, there's the seeds. It did just lag. That is weird. Okay, so Obsidian TNT gives you a much longer fuse, thankfully. Okay, not that much longer. but a fuse nonetheless. And that is about the size of the area it will blast out, which is quite a bit larger than your standard bit of TNT. And oh look, we've uncovered diamonds. Because apparently I have to uncover diamonds. Like, seriously, I have found more diamonds than basically anything I have actually gone mining for. It's getting a little crazy now. I wish I had this problem in vanilla. Okay, so let's stick the next bit down here. We can see what it does to dirt and the like. Take my torch back, because I kind of want that. Teleport away. And we can feel that, can't we? So let's see how big that's made. So already we've got this fairly sizable room, and it looks like we missed a diamond. Oh well. The depth fog is really kicking in, and oh, looks like we hit another... am I gonna find it down here? Yep, another end Oblivion Hive. I definitely should look into those, because they're a potential source of... even more diamonds! They're just everywhere! I can't escape the damn things. Yeah, that is Obsidian TNT, and that I think is what I'm going to use to hollow out the majority of the cavern at the bottom of the well. There isn't, strictly speaking, a cavern at the bottom of Sadako's well. Sadako Yamamura. A name that Suzuki-san has gone on record as saying he apologizes to all the girls in Japan called Sadako, because it's actually a fairly common name, and he's villainized it. But yeah, that is the hole that we've just dug using 2 pieces of Obsidian TNT. Nukes are an option, but they've been really revised in how they function now, so you have to give them a lot of ITNT and a lot of uranium or plutonium and stuff in order for them to actually have a reasonable size, and they're also really freaking expensive. So probably won't use nukes. Probably will use Obsidian TNT. But with that, keep an eye on Bunce's channel, that would be VG Toolbox on YouTube, and you might spot him occasionally going nuts, as he spots some interesting stuff going on. So with that in mind, I shall catch you all next time. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like and or favorite, follow me on Twitter, and subscribe to be notified of future updates. You can also check out the website where most other content is uploaded. That's all for now, catch you later.